So lost up quite a bit of weight. So I have more energy when I run. My knees don't hurt. I find exercising is more enjoyable. I can do more pull-ups and I can do things that I haven't been able to do in years. So yeah, it's been a good experience for my overall health and well-being. Yeah, the facilities are really nice. The staff is very nice. But the surgery is pretty quick. You count 10 backwards, you wake up, and you're in the room. It's a very nice facility, much nicer than you find at most hospitals. You have your own private room, and the room is very nice. So much better than I expected, and better than I've had at other hospitals. Well, I've read about violence on the border, but there's also violence everywhere. So I don't think it's just in Mexico. I know if you make a wrong turn in some neighborhoods in the United States, you can be in a very bad neighborhood as well. So essentially, though, there's a car service that picks you up at the airport or at the hotel, and it takes you from the United States to this part of Tijuana where you have Starbucks and Carl's Jr. and a Hummer dealership and McDonald's and a mall and a nice hotel. So it's a pretty nice area. My original goal weight was 195, so I'm below my original goal weight, which I didn't think I could ever reach because I had been kind of bouncing back and forth for years between 205 and higher numbers, sometimes much higher. And 205 was like the lowest I could get. So with the lap band, I'm down into the 180s, and I would like to maybe be like 180 even. And I think I graduated high school about 175, and when I got married 15 years ago, I was 185. So 180 is probably about the lowest I should go. Well, it hasn't affected it in a negative way. I have to be a little more cognizant of what I eat. I kind of stay away from bread because I don't eat it as much as I used to anyway. But I can eat at a restaurant. I can eat with friends. I feel healthier. I feel more fit. It's not a big struggle, with the diet and the eating. It's just a very natural lifestyle. I eat, 3-4 meals a day, and I feel satisfied, and I'm able to maintain my weight. I didn't go through any kind of drastic weight loss. It was very gradual. So yeah, I would recommend getting the lap band, especially if you have health problems or health problems are looming. Certainly, you want to avoid things like some of the health problems that obesity can bring, like diabetes and high cholesterol and potential heart problems. And as far as going to Tijuana versus getting it in the United States, it's really economics. It's less expensive here. I think the quality of service is higher here because you're less treated like a number than you are in a lot of the places in the United States. I have friends that got the same procedure in the United States and actually had quite a few issues. I got the procedure here, and maybe just through the luck of the draw, but I had no issues at all. And the experience, I think, was a lot more positive than the person I know that got the same procedure in the U.S.